December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court Number 3. It's happening! It's Caleb. I thought he was fine. Oh man, we don't know who the murderer is, so it's still going to be you.
You're a murderer. You're guilty by default, of course.
You're the guilty. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution's also ready. Oh man, judge is done with his shit. Hell yeah.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements. So...
Objection! Not so fast, Judge.
The judge is like, you don't want to say anything? Bet.
I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right. Of course.
A prediction.
Just like this woman I knew a long time ago.
Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
I just pause it on this screen. How long do you think 3 minutes in this game is going to be? Order!
Probably like half an hour.
Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement now? What?
Objection. Bah! Must you question everything?
Yeah.
It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste.
I already started my clock.
I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Caleb has to do 2 entirely different voices.
Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify.
Man, your roommates are like, Caleb's really into his game tonight. He's going all in on these monologues. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Of course. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Who is he?
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes.
You will not.
You can't skip steps just because you want to.
Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out necessary parts of what needs to happen to make a deadline that you set arbitrarily at the start of this. It's bullshit.
It's because he knows that the longer this guy talks, the less reliable he becomes.
I know.
Yeah, so he wants it done.
We should bring in his kids.
The judge should be really... Oh, the judge is standing up for himself.
The witness will state his name. I have called it. No, he's dead.
Well, I'm not really sure, Yep.
My guy.
What do you mean?
My memory. Your Honor. The witness does not Oh no. The stream. Okay. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years.
I get it. A few years. I'll give it to you. Nobody's called him by his name in years?
That's what I'm wondering.
Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He ain't got an ID? He owns a business and he doesn't pay, like, what, taxes? He can't recall
We might need to arrest this man for something.
Yes.
Evasion.
But the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
I don't know, he seems like an unreliable witness. Very well. Let's hear testimony, shall we? Witness? Witness? Night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep.
So it's the 25th.
I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
Oh my god.
Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang.
Bang.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Huh?
No.
What?
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony.
This
Everything.
guy
There's
Oh my God.
everything to question.
sucks so much.
Ergo, no need for cross-examination, you fool.
Jesus Christ.
Besides,
What?
there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. I so
You're-
declared.
You're the only one who's agreed to the 3 minutes. No one else.
Judge, your verdict now.
Oh my god.
Yes,
No,
No,
Judge.
Mr. Wright. What? Of course I'm gonna cross-examine.
No, 10 seconds up.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. I don't know why you would do that, but very well, you may begin.
He's losing it.
Was that the slap you've been waiting for, Matt?
No, it gets worse.
Oh yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time.
Yes, yes.
You may cross-examine the witness. That was what a silly scene. All right.
It was the night 24th just after midnight, yeah?
Prove it. Just after midnight, you say.
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Mr. Von Karma told me.
I asked him and he remembered.
I'm sure.
Isn't that right?
I don't think legally you can object everything. Badgering?
Me? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, yeah?
Oh no.
You see? Continue! I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
Prove it. Where are the noodle boats? Is there anyone who can verify that?
A bird.
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Oh, Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot?
Don't be so hard, my good Keith boy.
Keith? What's happening here?
Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Oh, he doesn't want Polly to be involved. Witness, please continue.
Because Polly's a little blabbermouth.
You know what that means?
I heard bang! Yep.
And where did the bang seem to come from? God damn it.
What? From the lake, I figure.
What do you mean you figure?
Are you certain? Yep. Mhm. Good. Continue!
Oh, now you want me to cross-examine.
I got window shop on the floating on the lake. Mm-hmm.
Just thinking of what he's like. What man was it? And he's like, he was spiky hair, blue suit. Was there, it was you. Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly.
Finally, somebody who tells the truth.
But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep.
Just standing fully straight on a boat. But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the
What?
time.
Then I heard another bang.
So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yep.
He heard
That's
2
what,
bangs.
that's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday.
But then why did the gun go off 3 times?
Because
But then the boat comes back to shore and man walks by my window.
what man? A white man? No!
No!
By your window?
Typical.
Yep, by my window, right outside the window, my little shack.
I thought it was a
And could
restaurant.
you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. Mm-hmm.
This is rather important detail. Please add to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead!
Can't just. Are you sure? Stop going to sleep. Uh-oh. Dad!
The dead certainty! He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too.
Dad! Open your eyes!
Having
Witness!
head in shame in court.
Witness! Are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
Might have been his evil twin, who's a slightly grayer hue of red than Miles Edgeworth.
It was him! That Edgeworth boy!
Oh, he died!
How do you know his name?
Help me! Help me, I fallen!
This sounds
You know
like
what?
this sounds like the defiance of evidence I need. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma.
Much doubt.
He lured me into
Someone's going for it.
cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall.
You were supposed to do that anyway. What do you mean he lured you into it?
Fell right into my trap by doing your job.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going there.
No
Here.
shot. No
can
shot they
read.
let you back in.
Yeah, they did. I said I'd be on my best behavior. We made bail.
Get away from my Slim Jims! Go away, Loki!
Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I hear this crunch, 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 and I look and I see him straight up chewing on a Slim Jim.
They're like, how dare you talk to your father like that?
I better act quick, or this trial's gonna be over. I raise an objection for something. What am I objecting?
Guess we'll figure it out.
I mean, the
I'm not
Very
How does,
happy,
he know,
decisive.
how does he know his name?
Your Honor.
Yeah.
He made me do my job. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun?
You fool.
what bullshit did he
Edgeworth
make up
has
this
2
time?
left hands.
And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand.
Oh no. He's gonna say it's flipped. Exactly.
It was simply flipped turnways, you fool. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired.
That doesn't explain anything.
And then the other ones? Why
You are
he's doing that?
You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Don't question me.
If anybody's ignoring anything, it's you.
I'm not ignoring anything. I'm fabricating the truth. There's a difference. Everything in this witness's testimony is true, so saith I, Von Karm.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do?
Judge fell asleep.
Object.
Your Honor, I don't understand how he would be wiping his prints and then what? Grabbing it with his other hand?
Wouldn't he have done a better job?
I would have just threw that bitch in the water. This witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie.
Mr. Wright. In a court of law, the evidence tells all.
What fucking evidence?
Evidence that you make up.
Because I created it in my workshop.
Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
Oh my god.
Nick, do we have evidence?
Obviously. It's no good. There's nothing I can do. You need to turn in the meal
Where's your
right
sister?
now.
Yeah, god damn it. We should have found you a waterfall.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Call Polly.
Please.
Yeah, defendants are allowed to call in witnesses, just so we're clear.
Can you hear me, sis? Please.
Please, she has to show up at least once. Caleb's got to see just how big a transformation it is.
We need your help. Nick needs you.
Who are you talking to over there?
Of course. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
15 minutes in one
What?
day.
I hate this man so much.
Enough.
No.
No, we're not smelling this time.
I'm still here. Help me.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This is not the right voice. Nor is there any evidence from both sides that decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the fact. What?
It is full
No.
of misinterpretation of facts.
What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Ellsworth. Did we lose? Holy shit.
We sure did.
The accused was remanded to the court immediately. He just starts fighting. To be held pending trial at the higher court within a month from today. A higher court? Case 5.
What?
My court is for you to go to court. That's all. The court is adjourned. Right. Wait! Who could it be? Who
Is
got
it me?
now?
Me.
Huh? What? Ah!
Oh,
Let's go! He just broke his way in!
never mind. It's Danny.
Get in there, Danny!
Who the fuck are you? Why are you standing on that old man?
Well, Larry? Even the judge is like, I saw you 6 months ago. What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I
Lying about my girlfriend.
I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday.
Look at that face.
Larry, are you lying?
Which day I remembered it.
No, he was there. He's the one who shot, like, a thing out. It's just, no, that was a week ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
What? I think maybe whenever the old man heard someone come up and say, "I can't believe he's dead," it might have been Butts talking about the inflatable man.
That would make so much sense.
Oh, that'd be glorious.
Oh my god. The samurai.
I killed someone. Remember what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Look at them all shaking their head like,
Where'd the old man go?
Help me! Order!
He's taking a
Order!
nap. Don't worry about him.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
No.
One moment, Mr. Bakama. So you say you heard a gunshot. You just fuck off on.
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. And then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer.
Edgy boy.
It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Man, going this whole length for a dude you knew for 2 months. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision.
I believe in you.
Nope.
Wi-Fi? Work,
Hello?
Wi-Fi!
No.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello? Can you
Oh.
hear us?
Oh, there we are.
Okay.
It lagged for a bit, sorry.
Yeah, we just hear on your end. Hello?
The trial is over.
Nick. This is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
Get out of my mind! Get out of my brain! You're right. Okay. Your Honor? No more witnesses. If there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him out. Hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time.
You're a waste of time.
The verdict cannot be overturned.
Come on. In this silly world, I believe anything's possible. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. Apparently.
Just now, I've decided.
In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this? Nani?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Shut the fuck up. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear from this new witness. Ah, my hand's getting tired. Court adjourned.
Can the defense not call their own witnesses?
Not in this
It's
world,
not.
I guess. What do you need a witness for?
Silly.
I have a parrot that says he didn't do it. See you. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on your edge of your seat like that, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, go fuck yourself, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. No, wait, actually, no, he's not. He's so dry.
Shooting bullets.
He's not. Oh no! I can't believe he's dead. Larry had to put down the steel samurai. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at the lake that night? Yes.
Yeah.
He's
He said
fishing
he,
out the-
said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. It was 2 men. Oh no, he killed the steel samurai.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night.
If they try to say this is the steel samurai, that'd be...
Then
Yeah.
I believe Von Karma has the audacity to do it.
Mhm.
Hey, Edgeworth.
You say something right.
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? Is it an earthquake?
It's nothing.
I've looked into your past, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
If I shake you, will you have a panic attack?
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh,
Can't tell you that. Oh.
I have a twin.
I was pushing the gun away.
When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
Picks it up with his right hand. Yep. Didn't have a reason.
I see.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Bring it in.
The reason I've been so out of it, I've been lost in your eyes, Phoenix.
Our chance.
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials.
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. It's because he makes shit up. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hadn't even talked to testify before the court.
You know what's crazy about Von Karma? Is if he really wanted to, he could become a judge.
Yeah, but then there would never be trials. He'd just be like, guilty!
Well, here's what it would be. We're gonna get to the third game. The judge is our defendant, and Von Karma's the judge.
Oh god.
And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at? Spell
It's
it
likely
out.
his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now.
Every minute counts, I guess.
Hey, 15 minutes is a long time if you ask anybody. 10:35 a.m. District Court. Blah, 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 blah. That's not the voice. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right. Leave it to me.
Look at that. Now we all have voices to do. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance.
Larry's got this.
Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness.
Because it's not his witness.
I just hope Edwards is right about this being our big break. Could you imagine if Larry's just like, well, Karma told me to say he did it. This could be our big break. Witness. Night of the murder.
That night, I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over to the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Single gunshot. It was an unusually vague testament, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Man.
That night I was out on the boat on the lake.
Why? Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There's so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh. It was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. Yeah. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you on a boat at such a late hour? Why indeed?
I was looking for something, and I found it.
Before moving on, do we have a time frame of the first blast? Yeah, second lake photo.
Yes.
Empty lake taken 11:50 p.m.
Yeah,
No way, like no way he was out there for an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
There's no way, it'd be so silly. Otherwise, he would have literally been next to them. Looking for something?
Yeah.
Mr. Bunch, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant.
I was looking for this gun I lost.
How would you know?
Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Hey, let him say it!
So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock.
Because you stole it. Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock. Yeah.
Right down the middle of both times. You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry. Maybe even phones.
You
we
made
are-
a clock. You you've done clockwork before.
Hold on.
And
Is he wearing a watch?
find out.
No, that's a collar. Okay, it's his undershirt.
Ah.
I was gonna say. Hold that! What about that bang? That the energy drink? Where'd the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Because you had the boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? On that place that you didn't see a boat? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Box.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case.
Well, that confirms with the first photograph that said it's a photo of an empty lake at 11:50.
That's true.
So everyone's like, I heard a bang and I looked and I saw the boat, but there was nothing out there.
Yeah. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
Singular. So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick,
Because Larry knows that the first bang was his own thing.
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess you just start working on the contradictions.
sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister.
Me too. For no reason in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That night, I was out on a boat on a lake.
11:50, second lake. Shows an empty lake taken on my. Maybe?
Maybe?
What do you think about this?
Maybe.
Second lake photo. Show an empty lake. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly? They don't. Not at all,
that-
Mr. Wright. Stop. Think about the facts before making accusations.
Maybe when he said it was around 12. Oh, did he not say that? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
Around 12. 12, this one. What do you think about this?
Mhm.
Ooh, I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight. I could do that for the I heard one gunshot.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, that would contradict each other.
It seemed like he was getting shifty right then.
Yeah, but he's always shifty.
Yeah, but that's
Or-
him like sweating.
Stop! Music changed. Wait a sec, Larry. You fool!
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure? They keep putting quotations on the bang.
That's what I said.
But Miss Lottahart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs.
Sure did.
And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all what they said? No, I wasn't in the case at the time.
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me.
You always point at me like you're better than me.
I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. That's
No,
not. No. See,
no, not at
so
all.
you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
We've been through this already when you quote unquote murdered your
No.
girlfriend. Mr. Box,
What?
you only heard one gunshot, are you sure?
Mm, well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
This is the worst friend.
Larry!
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Listen to these two
What
dudes
else?
making out. Loki? Stop it! Yeah. Trying to get behind my
Yes.
monitor.
I want your Slim Jim.
Get away from my Slim Jims. Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Honestly, mood. You think I'm going out looking for a dead samurai without music? What? Why are you up here? Order! Order! Stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime?
God, I hate them. A lot of people in this game are silly.
Listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Yeah, continue.
We gotta.
I guess.
Gotta.
Can we get a parrot in here, please?
He's our only shot.
Your Honor, please,
Go, Polly.
please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Ah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Bunch. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right. Leave it to me. God, this fucking guy.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. So what if we just say, nah, we're done? What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to a real booming loud, like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Ugh, children.
Press your eardrums. Don't go deaf. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
Obviously not. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says?
Hey, if we can believe that old man who doesn't know his name, then we could believe Larry. On the same level.
What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
They don't sound like gunshots, my guy. And also, a lot of Heart's whole testimony was bullshit.
Yeah.
And you still were
Yeah.
trying to let it ride on hers. You don't have a leg to stand on.
I don't
Yeah.
have legs. You're ableist. You couldn't tell because I'm behind this desk. Cancelled.
Okay.
Cancelled. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
We've seen him
Mine.
standing, though.
That was because he's very tall. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio? Come on, you're 85 years old. You know what a radio is. You know what DJs are.
A disc jockey, my guy.
A jockey of discs?
Yeah.
He's doing what to that disc? Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between the songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade.
You're getting somewhere.
This craziness, even.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone.
Well, Larry,
I
so pitiful.
shouldn't have said anything. His girlfriend died.
His old girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Old girlfriend.
He should be
died.
over it by now.
It's been-
He has a new girlfriend.
He does.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's fair. I was listening to All Request Radio.
Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. They're like, all right before we hit midnight, we're gonna. That's something that could be very important. Tell us, Mr. Butts,
Good.
how loud was your radio to that set night? How loud, sir?
I was listening to a real booming loud like.
Real booming loud.
Loud.
Real booming loud.
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Crazy guys, crazy.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
I was listening to Machine Gun Kelly. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
I was listening to the song M.A. with lots of gunshots. Nah, I can't prove it.
I was listening to that Black Ops 2 gun chorus.
But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
They were playing the song, I'm So Lonely.
I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
What did she say?
Mr. Wright? Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
At the time, like Michael said.
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. Cats are all running through the window to watch the motorcycle out there.
We should care.
We should
We should
always
care.
care about the momentary lapse of judgment. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. It's my favorite show.
Why?
Well, how do you know we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? It said, pow, 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 pow.
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Which means...
Well, that was
It was before
Yeah,
midnight.
11:50.
yeah.
Are you sure?
Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Oh, Larry.
Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. We gotta find the ass bandit. Anyways. No!
Only being in love on Christmas Eve.
Which would, contradict the
That one.
12:15.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, the second link photo. Yes, there you go.
This, that, what do you mean?
What? I don't think that was it.
It would be the one after midnight that contradicts.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
we're looking for contradictions. Don't worry, guys. We're at 4 episodes into this 4-episode game.
Okay, fair enough.
God damn it, Chloe! I have time powers! Larry, are you absolutely sure that's what you're... What the heck? Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy.
God, to answer the question. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, Did you hear what the witness just said? Or did you have your music up too high?
I am listening to music right now.
The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and I don't pay attention to fucking clues. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Mrs. Hart. What? She got married. Miss Hart's camera. 12:25. 15 minutes into existence. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. I have spirally eyes. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses have heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple.
Oh, God, I swear to God.
Someone at 11:50 shot a bullet. It ricocheted for 25 minutes and hit the defendant hit the guy who died in the chest.
There were two murders. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
That's rude.
What?
He's got a point. Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right.
Larry's
He's right.
because I have a picture. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing.
I don't like that face.
I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim.
Of course. The game doesn't let me move forward if I don't have the evidence. Could you imagine if it would let you miss evidence?
The one with the 11:50 timestamp.
Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. What do
Don't do
you
that. No! Look at this. Look at this photograph!
Look at this photograph!
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the leg in this picture. That's crazy. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in responses to loud noises. You scared me. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Then where does this leave us? I think Miles Edgeworth was testing the gun beforehand, before he murdered the man. Miss Hart testified that after she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor.
Yeah, she lied about things.
Yeah. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, the night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. We knew this 3 real-life hours ago. In the form of video. Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge.
By what?
That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
Yeah.
Someone farted.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot.
Oh my god, but the pistol was fired twice.
3
Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
That's not true.
You have to be right
if-
next to it.
Oh yeah?
If
Prove
they-
you couldn't trigger the camera by sneezing.
Well, we could, but
No,
not,
if you
not at
do-
the boathouse.
But if she was sneezing, it would have gone off 50 million times like when Maya did it.
Yeah.
Hey, my nose was clear that night. My nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
I take Mucinex. Well, Mr. Wright, no dirty
gun.
back now. Can you prove
The
that
gun
the
was
loud
heard
noise
multiple times.
was indeed a gunshot? Please don't call 3 times.
We have anything else?
Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. It was him. That was the first
We have
one.
Maya sneeze next to the camera.
Twas this woman.
Hmm.
All I think I can think of is the gun.
Alright.
Yeah.
This is my evidence. You do what I say!
I'm in control now.
The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then
Right.
was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry had heard just before midnight. Which means Miles could have still done it. Hodor. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. We should go back in time and watch.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes.
But why?
One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, I ask you? Why?
We don't
That's-
know.
That's the question.
I don't care why, as long as it gets my guy a not guilty verdict. Uh-oh, I better think of something quick.
Now remember, we have to solve it for him to be not guilty.
Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes means... Oh! What does it mean?
What's wrong, Nick?
I have
What
it!
does it mean?
I have it! I'm the
Huh?
man! Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this fact case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya.
Yes.
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never return Edward's guilty verdict. Get it together, Maya! I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
No. Turn into Mia.
I'm trying.
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? You 17-year-old
Right, Nick.
lawyer. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. I am a genius. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So, you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. Look at this photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat.
You know, we haven't talked a lot about Robert Hammond in this case.
We haven't, but there's a lot going on there.
But also, the only person we know for sure was on that boat was Robert Hammond, because he fell off of it. We have no idea who the other person is, technically.
Edgeworth did say it was him.
Yeah. Because he picked up the gun afterward.
I mean, if we're... Go ahead.
I mean, I guess what he said has made sense, but it also... Some of it doesn't. Some of it doesn't make sense.
If we're saying that this is like the Steel Samurai case before us, that means that someone staged it. They did things beforehand and then they staged it afterwards to like go with it. And I'm kind of thinking that our caretaker boat dude, like considering that everything wraps back to the DL6 case, he might be the defendant from the DL6 that like got off scot-free. So he might have another hand in this game as well of like wanting Robert Hammond dead or like wanting to, you know, be involved. So like if they originally were at the boathouse and I don't know, had some kind of argument over things, like who knows, because the deadline for the original case before it went to whatever that term was that I'm forgetting, where you can't prosecute it anymore. Fuck that word. The deadline was coming up either way. If Edgeworth managed to find the guy and contact him, the caretaker, maybe the caretaker called Robert Hammond in to defend him again, so all three of them were there. They got into an argument, a gun got pulled, someone got shot. Edgeworth went into another like trauma like episode thing, and then that's how Robert ended up shot. The caretaker like might have taken him out on a boat into the lake, done a fake shot again, and then dumped the body into the water.
If you're right, no more notebooks for you.
I mean, there's probably many things wrong in that.
There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It could not have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
There was another third man who just recently fell into the boat because he has bad legs. All heads turned towards the caretaker. I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Huh? What do you mean by that? Mr. Wright?
I say the autopsy has never been very strict on what time he was shot.
Yeah. The autopsies have never been good in this game. We
usually have a time, though.
True. We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that.
When the actual death happened.
Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Because he shot a dead man, which I don't know what that would be like the crime.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad?
I'm pretty chill.
Maybe.
Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Burn him.
Edgeworth and Hammond.
Alright. Well,
Edgeworth and the murderer?
If Edgeworth is already... oh my god. If Hammond is already dead, and they're setting the scene, this would be Edgeworth and the murderer. No?
If only Edgeworth would have given us a story to work with. Instead of being like, I can't.
Ridiculous.
If Edgeworth was in some kind of like, you know, like stress-induced fugue state, then he might have no memory of encountering the murderer.
Well, then say that.
You can't.
All right. On the bright side, we have 3 lives left. Let's try it. Edgeworth and the murderer, or Hammond and the murderer?
Edgeworth and the murderer, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this is 15. 12, 15.
Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer, my band name. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth because he tore off his face and put it
That
on his
makes
own.
so much more sense.
It's been 15 years and Edgeworth was a child, so...
Yeah, and he doesn't like clearly remember any of the stuff that happened.
Yeah.
What? Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Okay. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous!
The murderer was Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then.
The
Well,
murderer's
he hasn't told us a name.
Right. It's Lotta Hart.
It
I don't know.
has to be, I don't
we
know.
don't know. Yeah, we don't know. That's not a lot. That'd be really funny, though.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Why the fuck would I know?
Again, you waste my time.
It's not a waste of time.
I don't know because he never told us.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. My dad. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There wasn't
At the
any
boat
boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on the boat?
What?
Mm.
Well, then where did the murder
Right.
take place?
The first shot happened and there was no one on the lake because the photograph showed no boats on the lake.
Mm-hmm. And when Larry looked around, there wasn't anything there either.
So it had to be at the boat shop.
Yeah.
But did Larry hear the gunshot at the boat shop?
No, he
Well,
was
he
on
heard
the
it.
Oh
lake.
yeah, he was on the lake.
Right, and then he went back to the... He heard it, and then he went back to there, and then he left,
He
I
would have
think.
been at his stand. So it couldn't happen at the stand, he would have them.
Ha!
And it couldn't be out on the lake because nobody saw anything on the lake. And yeah.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. I saw blood splatter and I thought it was pasta sauce. The way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Hopefully not some sort of animal that can repeat words.
It knows so much as to go back to the DL6 incident. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. Oh, he was on the land.
Okay.
You heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though
Over
he
his
was wearing
music.
headphones at the time because it was so close. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat?
The boat shop. I do my job well. I remember when I used to be a lawyer.
Mr. Wright.
What happened that night on the Gorn Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
No. Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Am I being cross-examined? That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh me, oh my! Look at that. Cold, stone cold killer. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat, his face, and his hat. He didn't have a hat on. He became Robert Hammond.
I am become the knight.
Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Boat shop caretaker. And that's why he said it sounded like he fired it like at himself or close to himself.
God, look at that man. Look at that gut. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't want me to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. Because if he missed twice on purpose, he wouldn't have shot a second time because he missed. He would have just tried shooting him again a second time.
Yep.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then,
Jumps into the water.
the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. And because the old man has no ID, name, fingerprints, just like the movie 7, they didn't
Burn them off.
there were no second pair of fingerprints on the gun. I see. To someone looking for the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. ABCs of death. This is what happens, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
What?
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. Put him right next to Larry. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly. But, Your Honor,
Actually, still down here.
he's gone. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually.
Yeah, I'm a really good detective. I mean lawyer.
Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. Why didn't you tell us this?
Because he's traumatized.
The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Oh my god, just tell him it was your dad being killed.
Your Honor, sir. Bloop. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. We let him go home. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. He just wandered off, man. He's old.
You'll never catch me. I'm gonna go get you.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
How? I didn't.
Doesn't the judge do
I
that?
didn't sign anything. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed.
Yeah, boy.
I request the police department utilizes all its forces to find that witness. Give me his parent. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him. I need him. And I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it.
Yeah, you have one more day to turn into Mia. Yeah.
Behind a fucking waterfall.
At least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his bullshit. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I'm so stressed. And nobody ever pays me.
I know what you mean.
That's the downside of me going out looking for cases instead of people coming to me.
Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. I mean, it has been us.
Yeah, literally both of us.
Yeah.
Hey, Edgeworth. Oh, he looks so sad.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I can't.
Oh.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
Because I did go there to kill him. What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
I'll accept you
Tell us.
for
He's-
whatever
he's
you
just-
are.
We're your defense lawyer now. Tell us.
Edgeworth, is it the closet?
I think the closet doors are glass, Edgeworth. No, there's so little time left. I want to get it off my chest, but
Yes! Tell me, Edgeworth! Say it! I'm a vampire.
I love
that's why I
you.
wear this ass. I can't make up my mind.
Flip a coin.
Oh my god,
What is this about,
just
Edgeworth?
spit it out. It's a nightmare I've had.
Where you were dating a woman.
A memory of a crime that I committed.
I know it's technically illegal, but I mean, you're not gonna go to jail for it.
When I was a wee lad, I took a piece of candy.
I shot my father.
Can you imagine? A crime you committed?
Memory of a murder.
To be continued.
Oh my god.
Dun dun!